플레어오라클 수업자료입니다. 번역에 오역이 있습니다.
Welcome to the Plleororacle. In this video, I'm going to briefly explain how our NFT reward system works. We have been designing this system or game, if you can call it, for a long time, and the mechanics behind it are much less difficult than it may seem. So first, I will show you an overview of the reward module that will be launched in the coming weeks. So this is the module. In the top you see a badge and a title corresponding to that badge. Underneath the top title, there is an amount of NFTs you have collected in this reward system, or the NFTs you bought from a market that are farmed in this reward system. Then, a short description that you have to delegate a minimum of 500 SGB to Plleororacle in order to farm our NFTs. It also says you have to complete a full circle to farm a rare NFT. We call them R NFTs, just to give it a name and help people understand the difference. So this is the circle we are talking about, and in this situation, the circle contains 4 epochs. Every epoch you will farm a common NFT. This will be one of the 8 gears that form our logo. These gears are common, because you can mint them an unlimited amount of times. But to stop them from growing too big, the owner who collected all 8 of the gears can burn them in order to receive another R NFT. So, as you can see, you're farming 3 NFTs before you reach full circle. So, you will delegate 4 weeks to farm a rare kind of NFT. Below this is the badge timeline. When you start delegating the first week, with a minimum of 500 SGB, you will farm the Guest of Honor badge. After you delegated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 epochs, and a side note, they do not have to be unbroken, so if you decide to leave 1 or 2 epochs, you would just pause your progress. But if you reached a total of 5 epochs, you reach the silver badge. It's the noblest of men and women NFT. Your old badge will get slayed by the noble. I mean, it will literally die and the graphic changes. You're now the noblest of men and women. For the noblest, the 500 SGB is not sufficient to enter the circle of the noble. So when you delegate a minimum of 1500 SGB, as a noble, your circle will become 1 epoch shorter, shown in this animation. And your timeline will continue towards the 3rd badge, Queen and King of the Castle. If you do not delegate or are not able to delegate the 1500 SGB as a noble, that will mean you're still a noble, but you're far of the castle. If you do not delegate or are not able to delegate the 1500 SGB as a noble, that will mean you're still a noble, but you're farming with the Guest of Honor in the slower circle. So, when you reach the King and Queen of the castle, you slay the noble. The King or Queen has to delegate a minimum of 4500 SGB, but the King circle only takes 2 epochs to complete. So there will be fast farming of our NFTs. If you do not delegate or are not able to delegate the 4500 SGB, you are still a queen or a king, and you will just be farming with the noble or with the Guests of Honor in the slower circles. So until anyone reaches the nobles, everyone is treated the same, no matter how much more you delegate. Second thing I need to make clear, the R NFTs you will get are maxed out to 333 total. So the first 333 to finish the full circle will get NFTs. No one will farm ever again. But do not worry, because they also will never farm the second 333 R NFTs of the people that came behind them. So that way our NFTs will be our NFTs. So do these NFTs have any value? To be clear, they do not have any value until markets open for these NFTs, and these will probably be FLR markets. So any Songbird minted NFTs farmed at our reward system is designed to be converted and burned into the FLR ecosystem to enter the markets when they come live. Think about Sparkle's NFT, 888 The New World, and Flare Drop from Flare Finance. Anyway, I can't give you any spoilers yet, but I do want to explain how the NFTs came alive. We at Plleororacle asked 2 artists to go through a list of artists that they don't know themselves personally, but they could be a little bit jealous of their work they do. That's how much they should like the other artists. So we contacted the artist, asked them to make art, especially for our fourth gallery. So there are unique NFTs selected and crafted for an art gallery created by Plleororacle, the Plleororacle Rare Token Gallery, containing various artists that make various art styles, but all work in a recognizable frame, curated by an art director that is helping us with this.